Bricks are versatile and easy to use, making them a popular choice for edging lawns, paths, and gardens. They're also a great way to add color and texture to the exterior of your home. Hi, I'm Serena Pia from thriftdiving.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to install brick edging. I'll be adding a decorative garden here to the length of my driveway, and I'm going to do some annuals, but I'm also going to do some perennials that'll come back year after year. So let's get started. For this project, you'll need the following tools and materials. You'll need a wheelbarrow, bricks, and the number of bricks that you need will depend on the size of your project. Garden stakes, a spade, mason's line or rope, a small trowel if you're planting flowers or a digging shovel, a rubber mallet, a chisel if you need to cut some bricks, a level, eye protection, and gloves. You may also need a transfer shovel, a tamper or a block of wood, a garden rake, and a framing square if your edging requires a right angle. A cultivator will be helpful for large areas as well. You may also need some garden soil, some soil conditioner, or mulch. And remember, beautiful flowers. We're doing a flower bed here, so we've got some perennials and some annuals. Step one of installing edgers is to first survey the area to determine where the edgers will be installed, to consider the starting point and where the edgers will end. For this project, I'll start my edging at the edge of the walkway and along the driveway. To install brick edging in a straight line, drive a stake into the ground at each corner or curve of the area that you want to edge. You'll also want to plan your brick layout for best results to avoid having to cut a brick. So after all of the stakes are placed, lay out your brick to ensure that you not only have enough bricks, but that the final brick won't need to be cut. Once you've added stakes and planned your edgers, it's time for step two. Starting at one corner, wind the mason's line around one stake to secure it. Stretch the line to the next stake, wind it around, and secure it too. Do this on all the other stakes. Next, move your bricks out of the way and it's time to start digging. Use a spade or an edger to cut the walls of the trench straight up and down. Follow along the mason's line and stakes to ensure that the edgers will be straight and on the path that you've determined. Next, cut the other side of the trench to remove any grass or soil to create the trench. You may have to remove some excess soil with the shovel. Now you can use a level to check the soil, but I also found it's helpful to test your bricks to ensure that they fit snug and straight. With the trench complete, it's time to move on to step 3, cultivating the soil. I'm using a cultivator because it does a great job of breaking up the soil. A transfer shovel can help remove some of the grass to the wheelbarrow, and also the cultivator can help work into the soil extra gardening soil as well as soil conditioners, particularly with clay soils. If you've got a smaller area, you can use a rake to work in the soil or the soil conditioner. For step 4, it's time to install the edgers, but first, make sure that the trench is tampered. You may use a tamper or use the short edge of a board. Begin laying the edgers in the trench and use a rubber mallet to tap the bricks evenly into place. You'll fill in the entire trench with the rest of the bricks and continue to adjust the edgers with a mallet to gently tap them into place. Depending on your design, you may need to edge a corner or make a curve. It's best to make curves gentle as it's easier to edge, but if you are edging a corner, run a mason's line between the end stakes at a 90-degree angle and then lay the bricks and use a framing square to make sure that they're straight. For step 5, check to make sure that the bricks are properly aligned and realign them as needed. Using some of the soil removed, backfill the trench and along the gaps for added stability on both sides of the bricks. Next up, for step 6, it's time to plant pretty flowers or plants. Start with placing your plants or flowers where you think they'll look best to ensure that you like that location, keeping in mind proper spacing. Next, use a digging shovel and dig a hole that's twice as deep and twice as wide as the existing planter. Place the plant or flower in the hole and cover it up with soil, pressing firmly on the soil. Once your flowers are planted, cover your garden bed with mulch to help maintain the moisture of the garden bed. Use a rake to evenly spread the mulch around and clean up any excess off of the bricks and surrounding areas. So what started out as a bare area next to my driveway has now been transformed into a beautiful edged garden bed to house flowers and plants for years to come. I absolutely love this. Depending on the size of your project and maybe a few hours or a weekend, you can add beautiful dimension to your exterior with edgers. And they come in a variety of colors, sizes, and styles, and you can find everything that you need and all the tools and materials at the Home Depot.